Gather around the fire. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room. So the elephant in the room is parked right behind us. This is our 2022 Tesla Model 3 that we purchased from Hertz a little over a year ago. At the time, we got a really good deal on it because Hertz was offloading their rental cars, their rental car fleet, especially their Teslas. And we had a big road trip coming up, and I had done videos on which EV could handle that road trip better, and it actually turned out that the one that could was a rear-wheel drive Model 3, which is what we have. So we went ahead, we pulled the trigger, and we've thoroughly enjoyed the car in the year since. We've taken it on multiple road trips. We just had a video out a couple of weeks ago about our thoughts about it over a year. But
we are aware that Tesla and Tesla's owner are controversial right now. A lot of people have very strong feelings about it. And we just wanted to bring that out in the open and say a couple words about it.
And say what where we're at and what our plans are moving forward. And it's kind of a take it day by day and wait and see kind of thing. So we're going to do our best to leave politics out of this. I just want to say that politics are weird. I will put it that way. It was just not that long ago that we'd be going down the interstate worried about guys in big lifted Dodge Rams rolling coal on us because this was a Tesla. Yeah. And now that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, different people are angry for different reasons now.
And so this poor car gets a lot of hate.
It sure does.
and it's just where it's been.
I just want to say that I feel like I want to show appreciation to the engineers that worked on this technology because it really was groundbreaking when it came out, and it's still the very best vehicle for what we need, and we've been very happy with it, regardless of the personalities of people involved. I feel like the people who did the actual grunt work of making this car exist did a great job, and I want to show appreciation for that.
Right. And as far as the CEO goes, this isn't the type of car that he likes. He likes the trucks and the Model S and the Model X, the cars that are around 80 to 100,000, not the least expensive ones. I had a big problem with the discontinuation of the Model 2, which is now thought to be the Model Q, which is now thought to be just a scaled down Model Y, the $25,000 Tesla that
would have been great.
Is like the football. Great. It might be coming. Who knows?
A lot of people love the idea of a more affordable Tesla. We normally would not have been able to afford a Tesla. We are not that well-to-do.
We're not.
But we were able to get a good deal, and we're very happy with it. But it's not affordable for the common man, for the most part.
And it's not affordable for the common man to just ditch their car that they've made a financial commitment to, kind of like us. So right now...
Right. Even if we completely agreed with everyone who said Teslas are evil and no one should drive one, we can't afford to just not have this car. We're making payments on it, and besides we like it, but still, even if we didn't, you can't just go out and buy a new car anytime you feel like it.
There are people out there, there are YouTube channels out there that do buy new cars for themselves every few months, and we can't do that.
We need a lot more subscribers to be able to do that.
We're not in that sort of a financial situation. And right now, there's a flood of Teslas being traded in on different EVs or different vehicles, and the resale value has taken a hit because of that. The resale value is going down. There are rumors about that insurance companies might start dropping the car. If that happens, I don't know what we're going to do. We're kind of in that situation where we can't really move. Now there are vehicle manufacturers that have tons of incentives on their EVs to get people to switch. They're even calling them conquest cash offers. Polestar is offering as much as $20,000 off of a Polestar 3 on a lease if you are trading in a Tesla, or if you have a Tesla. I don't really know all the ins and outs because I don't look into leases. If you looked at our 1-year review, you'll see that we've put about 27,000 miles or so on this car in a year, and there's no way that that will work for us with a lease. So
Right.
I don't look into leases. I don't consider those on any buying advice or anything like that, because it wouldn't work for me.
Right. But I think the point is that a lot of EVs are seeing blood in the water. They're trying to do their best to take over the Tesla market, because a lot of people are feeling bad about Tesla and don't really want them anymore. And so the other EVs are trying to take over that market share. Alternatively, if you're a savvy buyer and you're less concerned about politics and optics and more concerned about getting the best car for the money, this might be a good time to go buy a used Tesla, actually.
Yeah, because the prices are going down.
Yeah.
But in terms of other manufacturers, I was looking into, I have to look into vehicles that are within our reality. I mean, I just now looked up one that wasn't, just for sake of comparison, but let me go to General Motors and just go with Chevrolet. Chevrolet right now has a very expensive pickup truck that is well out of our price range with the Silverado EV. And they've got the Equinox EV and the Blazer EV. Now, we've ridden in both of those at the auto show. I haven't driven one,
But I have opinions about
I have
those.
driven it, and they just felt underpowered to me, and they were both all-wheel drive variants that we were in, and the guy on the test track really overloaded the Equinox into that one corner. It did not like it. It really gave out some protests. The Blazer handled it a little bit better, but I've looked into those, and if you can find one that qualifies for the $7,500 EV tax credit, which still exists right now at the time of this filming, Chevrolet is offering an additional $3,000 off of the car for people like us if you own a Bolt. You don't have to trade in the Bolt, you just have to have a Bolt, and they call it loyalty cash.
Yeah.
So that's a $3,000 rebate. I would have a $500 rebate because of my job. You put those together, that's $11,000 that we could get off of the price of an Equinox or a Blazer right now, with finance rates that are down to like 0% for 60 months, and even on an 84-month term are only like 2.9%. So really aggressive financing, really deep discounts, and if you find a 2024 model of either one of those cars, which they're still plentiful right now because they weren't selling well, then you're getting another about $6,000 off from the dealer, and that brings it close. But with the hit that the Tesla's taken, we would need some of those incentives to cover the down payment to get into it, and it would still have our monthly payment go up by $100 a month or more, which just puts it out of our budget.
That's unsustainable for us.
It just puts it out of our budget. And trust me, I've been looking. I've been looking. I was eyeballing a manufacturer buyback Blazer RS that was just getting low. It got down to about 27.5, and I was just hoping that it would drop that other 2,500 to get to 25,000 or under, so it would qualify for the used EV tax credit, and it sold before it got there. So they're not quite getting there, and the vehicles that are in our price range that we can afford are either going to add an unacceptable amount of time to our big road trip in the fall, which is
important
which
to
is
us.
a big deal to us because we do have a very long road trip that we take every fall that we do not have more time to commit to driving to get there and to get home. We have a finite amount of time to pull that off because of our jobs, and adding extra time it's not an attractive thing. Plus, there are features on this car that we've gotten spoiled with.
Right.
We've gotten spoiled with the dual zone climate control.
Yes.
We are different animals of different...
We have different comfort levels as far as temperature, so it's very nice to have that dual zone climate control for sure.
As I said in our 50,000 mile review on our Bolt, I'm more insulated than she is.
Yeah.
So I need it to be a little cooler, and she needs it to be a little warmer, and having dual zone climate control is a big deal. To get one of those Chevy EVs with dual zone climate control, we've got to step up to an RS trim level, which is another couple of $1,000s. I've gotten used to the way that this car behaves when I step on the accelerator. I did drive our Bolt again just yesterday, and it's a big difference in acceleration. It's a big difference in handling. I've just gotten
Yeah.
more comfortable with this car.
Yeah, the Bolt is comfortable though. We still like the Bolt a lot. I did want to mention a couple of other considerations if you are thinking about buying a car or thinking about what to do with the cars that you have, what's the best car for different considerations. Obviously, from a financial perspective, the best deal is to buy a used car, pay cash, don't finance it, and drive it until it won't drive anymore and continue to repair it. And that's actually probably the best idea as far as the sustainability, viewpoint as well. We don't necessarily want to encourage a lot of new cars to be built. If you have to have a car at all, actually, it's probably better from a sustainability standpoint if you can live in a place that has mass transit, or you can bike or walk and you don't have to have a car at all. But where we live, we do need a vehicle. We chose electric vehicles because we do have solar panels. It's a lot less expensive for us to drive these electric vehicles, and we just are looking for the best deal that we can afford with our financial situation. But everyone's situation is different, and you're going to make these choices based on your situation and your values.
And what you do as your decision is 100% up for you. It's what's right for you. You go ahead and do that. And that was a sentence that made no sense because my brain is not working properly. So sorry that you had to listen to that. But everybody knows their own needs, and nobody like us can dictate to you what your needs are going to be. You may not even have a need that would make you want to go electric. It might not be
I talk to people all the
you.
time that when I mention I have an electric car, they just get their look on their face and they go, "Oh, I would never buy electric." And I'm like, "Okay, that's your choice. I'm not trying to convince you."
There is one side benefit to the current backlash that's going against Tesla right now, is that it is now making these cars attractive to people that would not have considered an electric car before. And so that might be an unintended benefit that we're helping drive EV adoption a little bit more.
That's possible. Although I wonder, I think there are probably people who don't like Teslas still on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I think there are people that just don't like electric vehicles in general.
Well, there are a lot of electric vehicle people, politics aside, that don't like a Tesla.
That don't like Teslas. Yeah.
The early Teslas really had build quality issues.
That's true.
We've
seen it.
I have experience of being on a road trip in a 2019 Tesla Model 3, and then this one, which is just 3 years newer, and the build quality on this one is so much better.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, again, everybody's experience is different. Everyone's values are different. We personally have had great experience with this particular car. But I get it. If you have reasons why you don't want a Tesla for whatever reason, or don't want an EV for whatever reason, again, we're not here to tell you what to do. We're just telling you what we've done and why.
And your mileage may vary, so do what's right for you. I just wanted to give you guys, I wanted to address this and let you know that we're thinking about it. I'll be keeping an eye on the resale market for future videos. If there's anything that pops up in terms of insurance rates going up or anything like that, I'll pass that along on the channel right now. That hasn't happened, but just didn't want to make you guys think that we were trying to duck this issue or anything like it. This is our car, and for good or ill, this is going to be our car for a while. So hopefully you found this video a little bit engaging. I don't know if it was entertaining or informative or not.
Feel free to put in the comments what your personal opinion is. Like, not that we want to start an argument, but I'm curious to know if you have bought a Tesla, how you feel about it, if you are considering buying one, if maybe you weren't considering it before and recent events have made you more interested in Teslas. I'm just curious to know what our viewership thinks.
Yeah, so put that down in the comments. Try to stay civil, please.
Yes, please.
And we'll maybe address those in a future video. So thanks for taking the time to join us by the fire today. Subscribe for some of our more content. YouTube's going to put up a little recommendation for a video that they think you might like from our channel. So hey, give that one a watch. And thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.